We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rashad White. A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I mean, here's a guy in Braswell that really had to wait his turn at Alabama. We don't see that very often from these college players, Mike, where they sit and develop. So give him a lot of credit. Had career highs with 8 sacks and 10.5 TFLs last year. So this is a guy they think that's just getting better and better. And in this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense with Todd Bowles, they think he's the perfect coach to get the most out of it. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, This offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and you're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The motion man here is McClure. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the first down completion. And, Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. I mean, at Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Washington.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. And he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The Commanders come up with it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize.
They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Second down throw for Mayfield. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Baker going to hand it to White. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. But this is taken in by a teammate. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he will score. Rashad White. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Kalijah Kancey in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniel in trouble, and down he goes. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. So the drive will end there, and on comes Trestway to punt on 4th down. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Robinson. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Daniels. That is caught side of the end zone. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. First and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On second down, Baker. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanders-Still.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a... He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A run on first and goal. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. He'll keep this himself. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They go play action with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Chris Rodriguez. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man is the tight end, Turner. On the ground, it's Robinson. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this thing could get out of reach fast.
Here's a 2nd and 6. That is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play that make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On first down, right back to Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense. Second down and 8. A run here. It's Chris Rodriguez. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone. out inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. A give, and here's White. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with White. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will score. Game on. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side, to Godwin. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes Otten in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. A ball deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. Baker to throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They run. Eckler. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Rodriguez. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They get the opening week victory, move to 1-0, and give their new head coach a W in his debut at the helm. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.